Hello, 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 everyone. How is everyone doing? Thank you all for joining me tonight. Oh, my hand is itching. I wonder if that means I'm getting some money. Yeah, I don't know. My grandma used to say that. How is everyone doing today? Tonight. Hello, oh, Simply. Thank you for joining me. You can't hear me? Hold on. You can't hear me. Let me turn the volume up. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you all hear me? Hello, Brittany Bailey. How are you? Hello, loving my curves. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, good. I'm glad you can hear me. Thank you all for joining me. Tonight I am multitasking. I had just did a contest with my jam company, and I've got to send out some samples. So those who participated in the Name That Jam contest will be getting some samples soon. But I'm doing my boxes tonight. So if you have questions about your babies, your toddlers, whatever the case may be, please put your questions into the uh, the comments. Mama Bean sent 100. Wow! Thank you, Mama Bean. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Hi, Angela Reed. Thank you for joining me. Amanda, I have a question. What is your thoughts on parents going through a divorce with little children ages 4 and them asking questions why mommy and daddy is not living with them? Okay, so the best thing for you to do is to talk to mommy and daddy and see what they want you to tell the children. Because if you tell them too much, they're gonna get mad at you and be ready to fire you because that wasn't your place to tell them that. But if you check with mom and dad, see what mom and dad are telling them, then you take your cues from mom and dad. Uh, just tell them I'm here. I'm gonna be here with you. Don't whatever you do, don't lie to them, and just tell them I need to talk to mommy and daddy about that, and try to distract them to do something else. I know some kids are very persistent about that, so just it's my daughter. How was that one? Hold on. Oh, it's your daughter. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Did I read that right? What is your thoughts on parents go on through divorce with a little? I'm sorry. I I'm sorry, Anda. I thought you were a nanny. I'm sorry. I apologize. Um, both of you all still. I've been there and done that. Both of you all still love the kids, and right now, co-parenting is a big deal. Put your differences aside and take care of your children because this is very traumatic from them. And it may not seem like a trauma, but it is. It may cause deep scars, but if you all are honest and upfront with them and talk to them and still co-parent, still agree to, birthdays, I don't know the intimate relationship between you and your um as and you said going through a divorce, so I assume he's still your husband. But I would be truthful with them and tell them mommy and daddy still love you. Mommy and daddy were doing everything that they can to to how did I put that? Make sure they know that they're loved. Make sure they know that the schedule may change, but that doesn't change how that you all feel about them. It doesn't change how uh, they are going to be taken care of because you love them and you want what's best for them, and they need to know that you want what's best for them, and that you're going to work together to give them what's best for them. You and your husband need to sit down and talk about it and um, discuss the plan if you haven't already as to what you're going to say to the kids because it can be very overwhelming for them. Okay. Hello, British Nanny of Oz. Thank you for joining me. Hello, 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 everyone on uh, TikTok. The names keep flipping, so I can't get everybody's name. And tonight I am multitasking. Hello, Alexandra. How are you? Um, Hi, Lucretia. Thanks for joining me on Facebook. And Miss Angela on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so as I said, tonight I am multitasking. So if you have any more questions, please feel free to add them to the comments, and I will answer your questions. I will say one thing. I was challenged to a video yesterday, and I know y'all saw something on my page like, is that her? Is she doing this? Yes, that was me. Yes, I'm doing that because I was challenged by one of my nanny friends. But actually, she's a parent, uh, and we're friends. But she works with some of the nannies in the community. So she challenged me to do that new Beyonce. It may not even be new because I'm just now finding out about it because I really don't do trends. But she challenged me to do that drop it uh, video, and y'all, I'm ashamed to say I got down there and I couldn't get back up. I could not get back up. I was struggling. And I said, okay, this is it. And I just put the video out there. I just kept it real because I have bad knees. And I know this. I have bad knees and I have my left hip. I have my sciatic nerve gets on my nerves sometimes. But I just put it out there. So y'all saw me raw. And it is what it is. So I just laughed at myself. And yeah, that it is what it is. And I also just put another video out about um, someone that approached me today. And it really just kind of burned, as I said, burned my biscuits. Y'all can tell I'm from the South. Um, so I had to put out there. I know there's a lot of videos out there about people saying it costs that much because it takes me, hours. But I had someone tell me that I'm too much, that I'm doing too much, that I'm in everything and my nose is in everything and I need to sit down somewhere. Well, what I say to that is I'm doing what I do because I love what I do. I'm doing what I do because I'm passionate about what I do. And I realized that everybody's not going to like me. For some people, I'm not enough. For some people, I'm quote unquote extra. And I admit, yes, I like extra because I want people, when they come to me, I want them to feel like they got their money's worth. I want them to feel like that I answered their questions. Even the things that I do for free is not, I shouldn't say it's not free. I do it out of the my passion, out of the kindness of my heart. I don't have to come on here every Thursday night, which is one of the things that they mentioned to me. You just think you know everything. You just think you know. I don't think I know everything. And I know I've told you all that I don't know everything. And that if I find a question, if you have a question and I don't know it, I will find out. There are plenty of nannies on here that know as much, if not more than me. And I try to share what they know, not only my opinion, but their opinions too. So you can get a well rounded answer and you can make the best choice for you and your child. So, sorry, I just had to get that out because that really bothered me today. And I'm like, uh, I'm not your cup of tea. I get it. I'm not going to reveal who it was. I'm being petty right now, and I don't really want to go there and be that petty, but yeah. So I just had to get that out and just let you all know that that video was not directed at you all. It was at the people who complain that I'm just too much and I do too much and I think I'm all that and yeah, I just had to let them know that I don't do what I do because of them. I do what I do because of me and because I know as a if I didn't have my mom and dad there to help guide me into new parenthood, I'd be a mess right now. I had my mom, my dad, and both my grandmothers were there. And I know a lot of moms that come on here and respond to my videos saying that you taught me so much. My mom is not around. My mom is not here. And I know what that feels like because I've lost my mom and my dad, but they were here when I was at, doing birth, doing my birthing age, should I say. Um, and I'm so grateful for that. And why not share knowledge that I know? They're jealous is the root of negativity. Yes, it is. Jealousy is a root of negativity. And I don't like negativity around me. My friends know, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to add a lot of stuff to it because I want people to feel valued. I want them to feel like they were showered with extra. I like going places and expecting one thing and then receiving something totally different and like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that was going to be there. It's the little things, the little thoughtful things, and that's what I go for, the little thoughtful things. Um, so that's just me. And that's why I'm sitting here, putting these boxes together, using ordered some special tape with my logo on them because, again, I'm extra. But I wanted to feel special. I don't want to just put out stuff just to be putting stuff out. I want it to feel special. Okay? And I have a question over here. Hey, I have a question. I have a breastfed newborn that stays up 5 hours with small 10-minute naps in between. Whoa. Okay. Do you do tummy time with your breastfed baby? Because it's time to do tummy time. They need something to get them tired. And tummy time will do that. But you have to be consistent and you have to practice in most newborns are not going to want to do tummy time. They will fall asleep on you. They'll lift their heads up and turn around over and go, okay, I'm done with that. And they'll take their little 10-minute nap. And as soon as you go to pick them up and put them in the bed, thank you for the target. Okay, I'm not sure who said it, but thank you for the target for uh, as soon as you go to put them to bed, their eyes will go, wait a minute, what you doing? No, you're not gonna put me to bed. You're gonna hold me, you're gonna feed me, you're gonna do something, but I'm not going to sleep. I just had my nap on the floor doing tummy time. So, if you have to nudge their little feet, uh, play with their cheeks, fingers, whatever you have to do to get them to wake up, pay attention, move, do the bicycles with their little legs, uh, roll their little arms, play some music, whatever you need to do to get them moving. That's what you need to do so they can take a longer nap. Also, make sure you burp your baby before they go to sleep. Before they take that little 10-minute nap. Burp them real well because if they have gas on their tummy, they're going to wake up because the gas bubbles, you can't see the gas bubbles. And sometimes they don't scream about it. It just kind of moves and it kind of disturbs their sleep. Swaddling is a good thing too. Um, if you swaddle, it makes a difference because it keeps them kind of like they're cocooned in the womb. So swaddling makes a difference too. So all those things make a difference in your newborn. So try some of those things and get back to me if that doesn't work. You're welcome, Amanda. Uh, are those the witching hours people talk? There is a witching hour, and sometimes the witching hour lasts for more than. But the witching hour is when your baby seems to be crying uncontrollably. Like they're just like crying, and you're like, okay, you're fed, you burped, your pamper is dry. I'm holding you, I'm walking around with you. So why are you crying? So yeah, that's kind of the witching hour. And I have some videos on my in my feed on my page that are about the witching hour. And also for your newborn, I have some videos on there about tummy time too. So make sure you watch those. I don't know what to feed my almost 14-month-old for lunch, breakfast, and dinner. Um, your 14-month-old should be eating just about the same food that you're eating. If you started feeding them at 6 months and they've progressed to their 14 months old, they should be eating some of the same things that you're eating, just maybe not as spicy or as chopped up. You don't want to give them long strings of spaghetti, little short strings of spaghetti, things that they can pick up, feed themselves, like fruit, um, cooked vegetables. Um, let's see, the Cheerios, or if you prefer puffs. Um, Let me see, what did we have for lunch today? I have a 14-month-old that I take care of. We had chicken. We had roasted chicken, rotisserie chicken, and I cut it up in small enough pieces for her to pick up and put in her mouth. And what else did we have? Oh, we had noodles. The mom and dad made some. She calls them noodles. She says, "Oh, noodles." So she had her noodles, and in marinara sauce, and some. There was some chicken in there. There was some carrots in there. What else did they have in there? Mushrooms in there. So and zucchini. It was Italian vegetables in there. For snacks, she had her little snack trap with the Cheerios in it. We also give her regular crackers, club crackers, Ritz crackers, the biter biscuits. I think they're made by, is it Ma'am? Who makes those crackers? Anyway, they're the long little oval crackers. She likes those. We also, because she's still teething in her back teeth, we also get the little mesh feeders, not the mesh, the silicone feeders, and we would chop up pear or apples or bananas, strawberries, blueberries, and just make a medley of fruit and put it in the little mesh, put it in the freezer, and then we give her that for snack. For breakfast, she had spinach and eggs and chicken sausage and some yogurt with it was almond, because she's allergic to milk. She had some almond um, yogurt. It was almond blueberry yogurt with strawberries, kiwi, and bananas cut up in there. So things like that, that they can feed themselves, or you can feed them, but make sure they have something that they can pick up and put in their mouths, because they should be feeding themselves. I like to make little mini meatloafs. I take my little mini muffin pan, make the meatloaf, and then put the little balls into the meatloaf pan, pour a little my special sauce on top, bake it for about 15, 20 minutes till it's done, and I will make enough to put in the freezer so that I can leave some of them some in the refrigerator, put some in the freezer. Um, Grilled cheese. I do peanut butter toast with her. Um, with the I take just the smallest amount of peanut butter. I toast some bread, and that's lightly toasted, not the toast that you'd be crunching on. But I give her some lightly toasted uh, bread. I cut the crust off, and I put just a smear of peanut butter on there. And sometimes I put banana on top. Sometimes I put applesauce on top. Sometimes I put uh, a smear of honey on top. Now, with the honey, do not give your child under a year old, do not give your child um, any uh, honey. She also likes guacamole. She likes the hummus guacamole, the chickpeas with the avocado guacamole. It's all mixed together. She likes guacamole. What else? She eats pancakes, waffles. Sometimes when she's teething, we'll give her a cold waffle out of the freezer and let her chew on that because that helps with her gums. So just pretty much anything that you're eating, she eats. She likes salmon. She likes. We haven't done shrimp yet, but she likes salmon and she likes tuna. She ate a quesadilla the other day. It was full of flavorful, all of the sauces and flavors and everything. Loved it, loved it, loved it. It was like a Hoover. She just inhaled that. So I give her water with her, and I alternate water and milk with her meals. So, like I said, pretty much whatever you're giving your, whatever you're eating, they can pretty much eat. Okay. So I'm sorry about the bad situation that happened to you. I'm very glad that bad comments doesn't stop you to be you. No, I don't let I don't let negativity stop me. It's like duck feathers. You just roll right off my back like duck feathers. I don't let that stop me. I don't let other people's opinions, you know, what other people think of me, good or bad, that's none of my business. Now, if you want to share it with me, then it becomes my business. But if you got thoughts about me and you're not telling me, that's your business. Ow, I just cut my on the box. Ooh, that hurt. Sorry. Um, but yeah, Angela has a question. We know you and we know you are you. We love you. I love you too, Lucretia. Question: when starting infants on solids, it is still customary to wait 3 days between each new food they try. My new kid is just about 6 months old. Uh, she's acting just fine, but she's not drinking mom's milk in a bottle all this week. I'm lucky to get her to eat an ounce at a time. So we are trying to introduce solids. Suggestions on why she could be pushing the nipple out and not having it. Okay, so 6 months. She's teething. That's an easy one. She's teething. Um, get you some of those silicone feeders, like the ones I told you about. Chop up the fruit. Um, be careful with bananas because bananas do cause your bowels to kind of, it could cause constipation because that's one of the things that they give you when you have diarrhea. The brat diet, which starts with bananas. Bananas help to uh, solidify. That's a good word. Solidify the bowels. So be careful with the bananas. But your baby is probably teething, and when you suck, sucking on any nipple, whether it is the mom's uh, milk from a bottle, breastfeeding, whatever the case may be, even on a pacifier, it hurts when you suck because the sucking motion, it just kind of pulls the mouth and that hurts. And that's probably why she does not want to eat because she's in pain. Is she drooling? Maybe pulling at her ear. Sometimes babies pull at their ear when they are teething. So be watchful of that. Um, so, it just depends on, you know the child better than I do. But but yes, still wait the customary 3 to 4 days before you try a new food. If you try apples today and 2 or 3 days later you trying sweet potatoes, by the end of, yeah, sometime the next week you can add the apples and the sweet potatoes together, make a combination food. So each time you add a food, you can create a combination food from the foods they've already tried, since you know that they're not having an allergic reaction to it. So that's what I try to do. I try to think ahead of time and say, okay, well, I can mix apples and sweet potatoes. I can mix spinach and apples. I can mix, things that will taste well, but be careful with the spinach too, because with some kids it can cause gas, especially if they're just now starting to eat. Um, the broccolis, things like that, it can cause gas, bubbles, and then you got a whole nother problem with the teething and the gas, and baby's just in pain all over. So just be mindful of that when you're going in. Put the broccoli in. A little bit of broccoli with some apples or some zucchini or whatever. You just don't want to give them a whole lot at one time until their stomach is get used to it. Uh, or should I say, I don't like giving them a whole lot at one time until their tummies get used to it because of the gas factor. Okay, let's see. My daughter is teething in the back of her mouth, but she hates cold. What else could I use for her? There are, hold on. I bought my bag with me today. And I'm going to show you something that you can use. I also have a video about teething on my page. So be sure to look at that. Okay, long zipper. Okay, down here. Let me see. Where are my. Nope. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this bag over. I have a huge suitcase full of things. I'm trying to find my teething toys. Okay. Let me grab. I see one. I see what I'm looking for right here. This one. This toy right here goes in the mouth. Okay. And it massages the back parts of the gums. That's this one. Um, Hold on. Let me throw that in the sink. I just stuck it in my mouth. Let's see. What else do I have in here? Other teething toys. Okay, so also have like this little cute little teething toys that like this little blanket. It has like the little silicone uh, ridges on the ends and parts. This part has like little dots and stars on it, and this has little bumpy parts on it so that it's different textures for the baby to chew on. And I also have bibs. You can put the big babies. What I do with my baby? Okay, come here, baby. Put this on the baby, and you got a little teether right here on the end that the baby can stick in their mouth. And this has little triangles on it, so baby can stick it in their mouth because the baby is drooling. It catches the drool, and they can chew on the sides. And I have some more. Okay, this one is cute too. I like this baby. This is from Baby Einstein, and it makes that little crinkly sound the babies love. But it has two little teeters. This one has like little lines that look like sprinkles, and this has little circles on it. So it's definitely textured so that you can so the baby will have some something to rub the gums with. Okay, and I think I have. Hold on, let me look down in here. Okay, so here's the mesh feeders I was telling you about. There's mesh feeders and there is the silicone feeders. This is a teeter here, but it looks like a pacifier. Can you see it? Let me show you what it looks like. It goes in the mouth too, just like a pacifier. It goes in the mouth and it hits the back parts of the gums. So you got these two. And if your child doesn't like cold, I would not give them those. These you can chew on. These are gel-filled teethers. You don't have to put them in the refrigerator in order to use them. but they are like squishy gel filled so that your baby, and they have like different, this one has like little, what are these little dots on it? So it kind of scrubs the gums. So all of these make great petiters. And for those of you who may be asking the questions to what I do, what if my baby likes cold? You can use this. This is a mesh feeder. You put the food in here. Let me see. Let me flip this open. Flip that open. Put food in there. Close it up. Throw it in the freezer. And then the baby just kind of sucks on it and chews on it, and it can fit back here. And they chew it like a pacifier. And this one is the silicone one. A lot of people complain that the mesh one is too hard to clean. Well, this one flips open the same way. And this one actually comes out so you can wash it with a nipple brush. I washed this one with a nipple brush too, but it has like two separate compartments, and it has a cap on it. So you just slide that right back in there, put your food in there, close it, cap it, put it in the freezer. And when you need it, uh, just put it in there. You can also use what is it, the little pop? We had a little popsicle. We made little breast milk popsicles. For one of the babies I work with, we made little breast milk popsicles. Also, you can use water to make the little water, because it's just gonna melt like a regular popsicle. But it's if you have it in something like this, and it's more contained. I wouldn't give them I wouldn't give them an ice cube. I'd give them something with something like this so they can hold on to it, because that cube is slippery in their hands, and it melts faster in their hands. So that's a choking hazard. Okay, on to something else. Let's see. Let me go over here to Instagram. Let me see if I have questions over here. You're a treasure and a highlight to my Fridays in Oz. Thank you, British Nanny in Oz. My parents taught me a lot of what I know as a nanny also. Lucky you, lucky Mo. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yes, Lucky Mo says boiled baby carrots and hummus are fun. Yes, boiled baby carrots, let them stick it in there and chew it. That's a great idea. Boiled baby carrots and hummus. A good idea about the cold waffle. Yes, cold waffles work. Um, let's see. Hi, Angela. My baby doesn't want to eat vegetables and fruits as well. How can I help him eat? Um, a lot of times I get this question a lot. Have you cooked it more than one way? Have you tried adding it to because a lot of kids, like the one that I have that take care of every day, she likes spices. She likes flavors. She does not like bland food. If you're giving that child, you're making it up. Okay, we're gonna have apples today, and you give them apples. Okay, so apples one way for the rest of your life. No, you like flavors. You like you like more than just hamburgers. You like fish. You like sauces on your fish. You like ketchup, mustard, or mayonnaise, or barbecue sauce, or holiday sauce, or you may even like horseradish because it makes it taste better. What makes you think your child does not want to have some flavors? Now, when they are young and just starting out, yes, bland foods. But once they get older and start uh, eating more and start eating more off your plate, your food has flavors. Your baby wants flavors too. Just read up on the flavors before you add it to make sure this is a flavor that my baby is okay for my baby to have. Okay. Hello, Dorita. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Okay, so Whoops, hold on. I lost all my questions. Okay, wait a minute. All right. I pushed a button, y'all. I don't even know what I pushed. I just, there we go. I had to figure out how to get back over here um to the live. Thank you, Turtle, for the rose. I really appreciate it. Newborn, which hours does do's and don'ts advice, please? Uh, newborn, wishing hour do's and don'ts. Um, yoga ball, bounce on the yoga ball. The swing helps. Uh, don't get upset. Do not get upset because your baby feeds off of your energy. And if you're getting frustrated and, oh, baby, why don't you stop crying? Please stop crying. That baby feeds off of that energy. If you talk quietly, mama's got you. It's okay. Um, just talk quietly, play soft music. Music helps. I like, you know, playing soft music, classical music. Um, read books. I know your baby's crying, and I just read right on through because it's not gonna stop them from crying. Whether I'm walking, talking, sitting, whatever it is, if they're gonna cry, they're gonna cry. So I just started reading books. I take the opportunity to just quietly read books. I quietly talk to them. Um, I tell them, let's go look out the window. Let's go see what's outside. Let's go, just change the atmosphere, from the same thing. Go to another room, start talking to them there, play some different instruments, lower the lights. If you have bright lights on, dim the lights if you can, or turn on a lamp and then turn the overhead light out. All these things help to comfort. Um, and by the time they get through crying, getting through their winter time, they're going to be hungry. So have a bottle ready, something ready for them to eat. Um, Hi, Toya. How are you? So, do you have any advice for the witching hour? My nanny's over here on Instagram. Do you have any advice for the witching hour? Hi, Miss Nisi, and my nanny's over here. My nanny's doulas and birthing friends on Instagram. I mean, Facebook and YouTube. Do you all have any witching hour do's and don'ts? Do you have anything to add to what I just said? If you heard what I said, how can I wean my almost 2-year old off of her pacifier? She's attached. Does she have any other lovies? And when I say lovies, I mean favorite blanket, favorite toys. Uh, so it's kind of, mm, you're gonna have to find something to replace that pacifier, and it's not gonna be easy. And um, it depends on the temperament of your child. I've heard of uh, the that's not okay. Don't take this the wrong way, but the pacifiers just ran away and they're not coming back. And the child accepted that. And I was like, are you serious? She said, I just told them they ran away from home. They wanted to go start a family on their own and they ran away from home and they won't be coming back. So we're going to do something. I don't know what she replaced it with, but I was just like, and that worked. Who knew? So the demise of the pacifier, it's a personal thing. If you know she's attached to it, try taking it away from her during the day. It's gonna be a lot of crying. And I'm not gonna lie to you because she's gonna cry and want it. But try little increments of taking it away from her during the day. Maybe let her have it for nap time. but try, you know, 10 minutes at a time, then increase it and then increase it. And in doing this, you're going to have to keep her entertained and keep her uh, distracted from the pacifier. Read to her. And I'm probably sure there's probably some books out there. And if not, I know some of my authors on here can probably write a book about the pacifier. The witching hour is a grumpy baby. Yes, the witching hour is a grumpy baby. Uh, I'm not a fan of the witching hour, but all of us go through it with our babies. Um, I'm trying to think because I broke my son of the pacifier when he sucked the hole. He bit it and sucked the hole where the little thing, the pacifier had like the rounded part. It was just flip flopping, and I was like, it's not safe anymore. It's got to go." Overly tired babies may be overly stimulated. Yes, that's why I said turn the lights down, quiet music, talk to them quietly, stay calm. Whatever you do, stay calm and don't get riled up and don't get all anxious because your baby feels that. When you get anxious, your baby knows and feels that, and they will feed off of your emotions. Um, I'm still trying to get out on this pacifier. She is attached. My grandson was attached to the pacifier. And when he came to my house, he was 3 years old. And I just told him, I said, you know what? You are a big boy. And we are going to take the pacifier out. I said, because Nana, I can't understand you talking with that pacifier in your mouth because that pacifier at 2 years old will shape the front of their mouths and their teeth will start to protrude. And you end up, having some braces and an overbite. Also, um, when he walked through the door, he knew that I was not going to let him have that pacifier and talk over that pacifier. And I told him, I said, let me see your pacifier for a minute so I can understand what you're saying. And I would have a conversation with him. And at 3 years old, uh, he had his opinions about things. And I would just let him tell me his opinion. I kept him talking. And the whole time he was talking, then when he got ready to go, he said, Nana, can I have my pacifier? I said, do you really need it? And he look at his mom and daddy like, please get my pacifier from now. Please come get my pacifier. So I will give it. I said, I'm gonna give it to mom and daddy, and I'll let them let you know when you can have the pacifier. I said, but when you're talking to Nana, I said, I prefer you without the pacifier. That way I can understand you and we can have a good conversation and we can talk and we can read and we can do all sorts of things without the pacifier. I said, because I can't understand you. I said, you're talking like, I said, can you hear me? Yes. I said, do you understand what I'm saying? No. I said, I could be telling you can have chocolate cake, but you wouldn't understand me, would you? Chocolate cake? Yes. But if I have a pacifier in my mouth, you wouldn't be able to understand it. I'm telling you that you can have chocolate cake. Now, would you? No. I said, so how am I going to understand you if you have a pacifier in your mouth? Tell you what, I won't put one in my mouth if you don't put one in yours. Deal? And we shook hands on it. But I knew my grandson, I knew his temperament, and I knew that he really didn't need it. It was just a crutch. So your child is probably totally different, and that she's probably and at 2 years old, she probably is not at that point where my 3 year old grandson was. But we're gonna have to find some kind of way, psychology, to get her to take the pacifier. But I would start with little increments of, you know, her not having the pacifier. And um, that way, when she really needs it, she can have it. But, during the day, during certain times, we're going to put the pacifier away, talk to her, and just tell her this is what we're doing with the pacifier. Kids understand more than you give them credit for. I promise you, they do. Who's me? Oh, Pilot Jones, thank you for the target. You were the one who sent me the target. Okay. I have a 16-month-old, and your videos keep me from going crazy. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. I have more older child. I know you all have grown up with the baby that I take care of, because I get a lot of my content from her. What she's doing on a daily basis, how she's reacting. And it's easier to give you that content when I got somebody right in front of me to give reference to you so you can see it in action. So I appreciate you watching my videos. Thank you so much. My baby walking now at 11 months. Do you have any recommendation safety hacks? I have a big playpen. Um, yeah, glass things. Uh, if you have any glass vases or whatever, make sure you put that away. Child safety proof your house, basically. I have 2 or 3 different uh, child safety proofing on my page. Go watch those videos about child safety proofing, about cords, about the refrigerator, about the stove, about furniture. Also, I got another one coming out because baby girl is. I promise you, she is an engineer. She figured out how to do the knobs on the stove. So we had to get smarter than her. And sometimes you have to when kids figure stuff out, because I say that, the pill bottles, they're not child proof, they're adult proof, because we can't get in them. They can get in them quicker than we can. So you may start out with one thing and have to have a backup, because your child gets smart. They'll see you doing it, or they'll see somebody else doing it. And then all of a sudden, hmm, I think I can do that. And they'll practice when you're not looking. And they'll have that thing open, just lickety split. We had to change the thing on the stove because the eyes are across the front. Um, we had to change them up, and we got this little flip thing, and I love it better than the safety first. So I have a video coming out about that. Uh, probably do that one tomorrow. So I'll show you how we outsmarted her for now. It may be totally different in a few weeks, but we outsmarted her for now. But watch the videos, and it'll show you, just kind of get under, get on your knees. I should have said get on your stomach and do a army crawl. Look under the couch. Your baby's close to the floor. You standing up here. He's down here. So you may not see underneath the couch, right within reach. There's this little white something that keeps catching the light that's shiny. Ooh, it looks so interesting. Let me find out what that is. Let me stick my hand under there, and I may be able to fit up under that couch and get to the whatever it is under there. And you know where it's going? In the mouth. And it may be some medicine somebody dropped. It may be, I don't know if y'all use these anymore. Maybe a mothball. My grandma used mothballs for everything. That's why I thought about that. It could be a piece of cotton, a piece of lint. You never know what it is that little shiny piece of thing, lint or whatever is under the couch may be. So, army crawl. Make sure you have locks on your cabinets. And in having locks on your cabinets in the kitchen, give your baby a drawer or a Tupperware cabinet where they can just access it. This is my drawer. And let them just throw Tupperware plastic containers off in there. They want to be doing what you're doing. They want to imitate what you're doing. Give them a cabinet. Give them a safe space that they can do that, where they can go in there, or even just their own dishes, their cups and their plates, because I'm sure you don't use glass plates with your child feeding at 11 months old. But give them that space where they can come and crawl into the kitchen. If they you have to be in the kitchen with you, they can have a little space to play. They can crawl into the cabinet and play in the Tupperware and crawl back out. That's that part of them exploring. Give them that. So, and again, go watch the videos. But those are some ideas. Let me see if I have any. Try not to be on your own for witching hour. Okay. British Nanny in Oz says, try not to be on your own during the witching hour. Yeah, you might, it depends on the baby. It may be a while. And the witching hour may be hours, not just 1 hour. So have some backup. Okay. Let's see what else. Pass the baby around to give yourself a break. If possible, take a walk. If possible, baby massage baths and putting them in the baby carrier. Yes, walking around with the baby carrier uh, with them on you is good. Going for a stroller walk, walking the stroller can be good. If you put the baby in the car seat, go for a drive. It could calm them down too. I've known several parents who went for the drive in the evening and came home, took them out of the car seat, put them in the bed, and they slept for the rest of the night. So it became a routine until baby would sleep on his own. Okay, so let me see. There are free to baby pacifier weaning set that can be bought. Uh, it's a set of 6. Each one gets smaller and helps them to wean off of them. Okay, thank you, Angela. Okay, so Angela Reed says there are free to baby pacifier weaning sets. So if you buy a weaning set, it's 6 pacifiers and they get smaller and smaller to help them wean them off of them. Excellent idea. See, I told you I don't know everything, and I'd heard of that, but I've never seen them. So yes, do the weaning set. Be conscious about how you are breathing if you have the baby in your arms. Relax, sing a lullaby. Thank you, Lucretia. Yes, like I said, she just reiterated what I said. Be careful about your emotions because your baby will pick up on that and they will get, you know, kind of feed off of it. Okay, let's see. What else do I have? What time is it? Okay. 14-month old, still not walking. What do I do? Okay. How often are you walking with them, holding their hands? Let me ask you this: are they even trying to cruise around the furniture, uh, holding on? Do they walk side? That step to step around the furniture. Do they do that? Does your baby do that at 14 months old? I'm asking for a reason. Okay, Princess AJ, my 8-month old isn't saying words, and his doctor thinks he should be. Woo wee. Okay, see, I just finished a video today about that. I haven't put it out yet. I finished a video today about talking. Yes, your pediatrician, most pediatricians want babies to have words 15 to 30 words by the time they're 15 months old. They want them to have words that they're saying. Now, when they say words, they don't mean that they're talking in sentences and that you completely understand. But for instance, you ask the baby's trying to say water, and they may say wah. That's a word. Uh, my little girl, she's 14 months old. She has about 30 words that she says. She says please. She says thank you. Uh, what does she say? Bella. Now, she has several B words that kind of sound the same because she likes to play with the belts. So uh, uh, she calls it bell. I said, yes, that's a belt. But she also knows her dog's name is Bella. So she calls Bella, bell. All of these, we know what she means when she's saying it because they sound so close together. And she likes to say belly button. So she goes, bear butt. So we know that that's what she's saying. But the doctor may not say, oh, that's not a word. Yes, it is a word. It classifies as a word because she's actually saying, with her capabilities, she's saying the word. Now, it may not come out clear as a belly button or a belt or Bella, but in context, she knows what she's saying. Um, she also does sign language. She communicates that way. We started communicating with sign language first, and we went from sign language to uh, regular language. And I say that because sign language gives them a way of communicating with you before they actually can pronounce the words. But I always pronounce the words even when I do the signs with them, because I give them the word and the sign so that eventually they will start saying the word with the sign like I do. That is why I give them uh, I want them to I want to alleviate the frustration of them being able to communicate and tell me what they want instead of just pointing and going, That's not a word. The doctor's not going to count as a word. So when your child is 8 months old, they want them to be babbling and saying like ma 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 ma, ba 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 ba, or anything. Talk to your child. That's one of the things I said in the video. Talk to your child. When you talk to your child, when you read to your child, you introduce new vocabulary to your child. Keep talking. They may not respond, but keep talking. Keep talking, keep talking, keep talking. I can't say that enough. Keep talking to your child. I do what is called forecasting. I tell them, okay, I see that you're playing with the red ball. Do you like the red ball? Yeah, is it a big ball or is it a small ball? And I'll go big ball or small ball. So they'll know this is the difference between big and small. Oh, I see you roll the ball under the couch. Let's look under the couch. You're teaching them concepts as you're talking to them. You're teaching them colors. When I change their pamper, I'm like, okay, let's take your right leg out of your pants. Let's take your left leg out. Okay, let's put it on your a sock on your right foot. Let's put a sock on your left foot. All right, we're gonna go over your head. I'm putting your shirt over your head. They understand the sense of direction. I always, when I pick my baby girl up, I say up, up, up. When I put her down, 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 down. So now she was potty training. We're in potty training already, and she pee-peed on the potty. She got up off the potty, and she came laid over on her changing table. And she said, "Down, down, down," and she just laid down, like, "Okay, put my pamper on now." So I know that she knows the directions of up and down because she'll say up. When I pick her up, she goes up, 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 up. And then when I lay her down, she goes down, 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 down. So all of those things have to do with language. Talk to your child. Never stop talking to your child. I know it can be boring. I'm the only one here. Why am I talking to an 8 month old? They don't understand me. They can't talk back to me. But wait, your child is taking it all in. You may not see it, it may not come back to you immediately, but your child is taking it all in, and you're giving them a sense of direction. You're giving them a sense of understanding the English language or whatever language you speak to them. And some children are bilingual. So you're giving them a sense of concepts over, under, in between. You're giving them a sense of right, left. You're giving them instructions. They will start doing things that you say. When I take baby girl's clothes off, she cleans up after herself, and I tell her, okay, take your clothes and go put them over there in the basket. Now she has 3 baskets in her room. Go put them in the laundry basket. She knows where the laundry basket is. Okay, when we come out of the bathroom, okay, let's go put your pamper away. We'll go to the diaper pail. I open it up. She throws the pamper in, and she closes it up, and I lock it. Because if I don't, she'll go in there and start messing with it. But she has a sense of direction because I'm talking to her. She knows where the laundry basket is because I'm talking to her. I have shown her. So now she can go and do it for herself. I tell her to go get her shoes. Okay, we're going to go get our socks and shoes on. Now, this is the sign for socks, but she does it like this. This is the sign for shoes, and she goes like this. So I know she knows socks and shoes, but she doesn't say the word socks and shoes. But when I start talking about her socks and shoes, she starts going like this or doing like this because that's her sign for socks and shoes. So communicating with your child and your child having words just because uh, they're not verbally able to put it back out there, their sense of understanding, if you know they are understanding the words that are coming out of your mouth and they are following the instructions that are coming out of your mouth, they have words. They're just not physically present, but they have words. It's in there and it'll eventually come out. Some babies don't talk. Uh, if they're not talking in 30, about 30 words by the time they're 2 years old, I suggest to parents go get your child checked out. There may be something medically wrong. And when I say medically wrong, a lot of preemies don't talk uh, because by that 15-month-old, because you have to adjust for their chronological age and their biological age. So you have to say, okay, well, she was born 4 weeks early, so she's really not a month old. She's right. Today is the day she's supposed to be born. Excuse me. Hold on. So you need to adjust for her being born or for being a preemie. Also, uh, there's so many childhood diseases that keep children from talking. The child could have a cleft lip. My child didn't talk early because he had chronic ear infections. So the doctor said it was like him hearing underwater. So he couldn't hear to comprehend the words. He could see what was going on, but he couldn't actually hear me clearly to know what I was saying. And that's why he wasn't talking. He was just sitting there looking. We got his first set of tubes put in. Oh my gosh. He would just scream to the top of his lungs and then laugh about it because it was a new toy. So your child talking, every child talks differently at a different point in time. It depends on a lot of things if you talk to your child or if you just talk to your child when necessary. If you have conversations, if you read to your child, picture books can introduce thousands of words to your child. It teaches them language structure, how to use the words in a sentence. So just because the pediatrician would like for your child to be saying words does not necessarily mean that they may be ready to say words. My middle child, he would grunt all the time. And I was thinking that something was wrong with him. At 17 months old, all of a sudden he just started talking in sentences. I don't water. I don't water. I don't water. What? You want what? I mean, it totally shocked me because he would just grunt all the time. Then all of a sudden he just started talking. It wasn't like he didn't have words, he just started coming out. So all babies have different times when they're talking. I just suggest that if they get to 2 years old and they don't have these 30 words that they're saying, get them checked out. I mean, because there's so many childhood things, and then some kids are traumatized and they don't talk, or they were talking and then they stopped talking because they were traumatized. So you have to add that in too. So a lot of factors go into um, when your child will talk. Keep reading, keep talking, uh, have conversations, even though you think you're having a conversation with yourself. Okay. Hello, Jindisa. Okay, I think that's here. Hi, Queen. I had my second day of work with my second family. Awesome. Awesome. How did your day go? Do you think music is a good? Yes, I think music is a good way for kids to learn words, and I say that because my baby girl has two albums by Go Fish that she loves. She likes Party Like a Preschooler, and she likes the Snazzy album by Go Fish. And the songs play every day in the same order. There's a song that starts out with na 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 na. Before the song comes on, between that gap between one song ending and the next one starting, she'll start saying na 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 na, and when it comes on, she just sings right along with them. They learn from repetition. If you read that book once, read it 50 million times. If it's their favorite book, because they are still learning words. Play that music, they're still learning words. Now it depends on the type of music you're playing as to what words they're gonna come out of their mouth. Because if you're listening to your music in the car and you think your 1.5-year-old is not listening, get them out in public, and then all of a sudden they start spitting out words, and you're like, where did you get that from? What are you talking about? And they may not be able to say all the words. They may only say the ones that are emphasizing the songs, the bad words, and you wonder, where did you get that from? Yeah, the music that you're listening to in the car, they're listening to. The conversations that you're having over the speakerphone in the car, they're listening to. So, yes, that's going into their vocabulary. Just saying. But yes, to answer your question, uh, is it Micah? McKay? Okay. Micah Lynn? Okay. Yes, music is good. It's a good way for them to learn. What do you recommend for a family that won't let their kids sleep properly? She also, she's always so tired and cranky. Talk to them, do your research, talk to them about how sleep makes the child, helps with growth and development. Um, the reason your child is tired all the time is because she needs to sleep properly, and these are the proper ways of sleeping. Check with the uh, the AAP about sleep, how back sleeping on the back is best. When the child starts rolling over and they're able to roll over, let them still put them on their back. If they roll over on their own, you know, it's okay. Um, and talk about her being tired and cranky, because if she's overtired, she's going to be overstimulated and she's going to be over cranky. She's going to be whiny all the time. So you need to sit down and have a talk with them. Okay. It was so good. She finally bonded with me after the second day. She crawls to me, cuddles, talks, and smiles at me now. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm so glad you had a great day. Okay, so let me see. Should I be concerned my 8-month-old isn't talking? A little Tylenol before a bottle may help, but check with the doctor. Definitely teething. Hi, Nanny Kim on the go. Okay, I'm not sure who you're talking to, whose question you're answering. But yes, examples of allergic reactions to new foods. Shortness, severe reactions to shortness of breath, um, reddening of the face, puffy lips. Um, did I say trouble breathing? Yeah. And sometimes swelling. I have a video about that one too, about allergic reactions to foods. I had a story about a little boy who ate eggs for the first time. We ended up in the hospital emergency room because his hands, the palm of his hands were red, all around his face was red, and he was having an allergic reaction. I didn't know how severe that reaction was going to be, but I didn't want to take a chance, so I took him to the hospital to get him some help. Because if if I have to administer CPR, I will. But if I don't have to, and they can handle it, let the medical professionals handle it, yeah, here you go. But also make sure that when your child has tried a new food, don't walk away from them, because you might miss some of the signs of the allergic reaction. Good evening. It's like candy. How are you? Hi, what are tips for a 4-month-old starting to eat? Okay, so 4-month-old starting to eat, I would suggest that you give him, I would start with avocados. I like starting with avocados and vegetables before I start with sweets, because when you give them sweets first, they get hooked and they don't want anything that's vegetable. So I would start with vegetables, and I would start with avocado first. I like to avoid rice cereal because rice is made with it's grown in the field, and pesticides are sprayed on rice all the time, and even the smallest traces can affect a baby. So I don't readily feed rice cereals. I know a lot of doctors say, "Oh, give them rice cereal. Put some rice cereal in their milk." I don't like rice cereal, but that's just my opinion. It's me. So, but I would start with something bland, like avocados and uh, maybe some sweet potato, butternut squash. Um, what else? Green beans, peas, some green vegetables in there. So that's what I would start with. Yes, hives. Hives is one of the allergic reactions. Having hives is an allergic reaction. Swinging her arms when she wants to hear wheels on the bus. Yes, that's awesome. She's swinging. It's a nonverbal communication. She's telling you, this is what I want to listen to. When I play party like a preschooler, every time, baby girl goes, she has this little high pitched squeal that she does. And I'm like, okay, I assume you want to hear that. And then she starts going into her little dance, and she's bobbing her head, and then she waves her arms. So I know that she's happy about hearing those songs. So, yes, I'm so glad she's swinging her arms uh, with Wheels on the Bus. And we read the same 10 books every day. Her favorite. I love Llama Llama Red Pajama. Yes, I love Llama Llama. Yes, Llama Llama has some pretty good books because they teach lessons. But I love Llama Llama Red Pajama. Let's see. How do you get into nanny work? I work at a elementary school for aftercare, and I'm thinking of nannying. First of all, nannying and working in aftercare, working with kids in a controlled environment. And I say controlled environment because they pretty much have a plan for what you need to do. You know, this is what you do this first, you do that first, and then when mom and dad comes, you do this and you do that. Being a nanny, you are pretty much independent. You are expected to know what to do with that child. You are expected to know at what age the child needs to be doing this, and how can I enhance the child's learning. Um, so you working with children, that's a good start. And nannying children, I'm just letting you know, nannying is totally different because you have to be a self-starter. You have to be uh, on top of things all the time. And it just depends on what type of nanny you want to be. If you want to be a part-time nanny, a full-time nanny, a travel nanny, uh, if you want to be a household manager. There are a lot of different avenues that a nanny can take. So you have to decide on what you want to do. If you want some coaching, come see me. Slide into my DMs. I do nanny coaching. Uh, I have two that I'm coaching right now, so I can add you to the list. So just let me know, and I can help you get into the field. All right, but nanny is similar to after school care, but it's much more detailed. Uh, there's a lot more that goes into that, and then you have to deal with mom and dad being at home because a lot of parents are working from home. So if you can't handle parents being in your ear, and some of them they mean well, but some of them are micromanagers. So it just, there's a lot. So, like I said, if you want me to coach you through it, contact me, send me a message in my DMs, and we'll get that done. Okay. What time is it? Okay, I got about 8 minutes because I need to go eat dinner and go to bed. Uh, let's see. Pete the Cat books are where it's at. I love Pete the Cat too. Oh, you like party like a preschooler? I love that. I love all my kids. I start them out with that. Even when we do Tummy Time, that's the Tummy Time album. We do Tummy Time because there's so many things you can do with Party Like a Preschool. The Pop Goes the Weasel, and the Wheels on the Bus, and the Five Little Monkeys, and the Itsy Bitsy Spider, and what else do they have in there? Uh, the funny song, the laughing song. There's several different activity songs that you can do with your child while doing Tummy Time. That's why I love that album because it's a good tummy time album. That song has something addicted in it. Yes, it does. I tell you, it does. They can DM me. I love helping new people in becoming nannies. Yes, I do too. And Pete the Cat is where it's at. Hello, my daughter's 15 months old. Thank you. Sorry, I kept coming. I kept going out. Oh, okay. No, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you love my content. How did you get into nanny work? Uh, I got into nanny work because um, I started babysitting when I was 11. And I was babysitting cousins during the summer. And then I started babysitting, and my aunt started going to grad school. I started babysitting them then. And then some more of my neighbors knew that I was babysitting. They wanted me to babysit for them. And then when I got ready to go to college, I had a home daycare in my mom's home, which was, both my parents were teachers. My mom was a kindergarten teacher. My dad was a third and fourth grade teacher. So it just kind of came naturally to me to work with kids. That's my calling. That's what I do. But working with kids at an early age, learning how to take care of them properly from my parents, uh, it had a lot to do with me going into being a nanny. It was a natural progression for me because I had a home daycare business and I wanted to get the kids out of my home. And so um, once my youngest turned 10, so I had a home daycare for about 12 years. Once my youngest turned 10, um, I stopped doing the home daycare. I've been in the classroom, the preschool classroom. I've taught for early Head Start. So most of my jobs were around childcare, and I loved it. So when the opportunity came for me to be a nanny, I had no clue what I was doing. It was totally different. I was their first nanny. It was their first child, and I was their first nanny, and they were my first family. And for 7 years, we just kind of muddled through it. But we had a great working relationship. We will have a friendship. We were family, and we were family. but we knew where the line was drawn between business and friendship, and we kept the two separated. Sometimes that's hard to do when you're working with families because you become family, and some families tend to overshare and they expect you to overshare. And when you don't overshare, they look at you like, "How come you don't talk to us? How come you don't do this?" Find some boundaries early. I'm telling you that now. That's free. Find some boundaries and stick to them. Uh, just because they ask you to stay late or ask you to work on the weekend doesn't necessarily mean that you have to say yes. Find you some boundaries early because you'll find yourself saying yes to everything and you'll find yourself burnt out. And the last thing you want to do is get burned out before you even get started well. So, yeah, like I said, send me a DM and I can tell you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have about 3 minutes left. Let me look over here and see if I have any more questions. Thank you. Hello, my daughter is 15 months old and but she cries around family people tell me something wrong with her. Uh, no, she may not like strangers. Uh, they say kids are very good judges of character. I'm just saying. Uh, it ain't nothing wrong with her. Maybe something wrong with them. Kids, she may be going through separation anxiety. She may not like strangers. A lot of kids don't like strangers. They're at that age of, okay, so who are you and why are you trying to touch me? Get off of me! Don't touch me! Don't pick me up! No, they are independent at that age. They want to do everything for themselves and they want to be independent. And a part of that independence is knowing who I want to touch me, to hold me, to pick me up, to carry me places. No, I don't like you. So, don't touch me. Don't get away from me. Nope, not going to do it. There's probably nothing wrong with your child other than going through being one. They go through phases and stages of being one. And the biggest one is being independent and learning about liking people and not liking people and separation anxiety. Separation anxiety does not just last between 6 months to, you know, a year and a half. Some people have separation anxiety most of their lives. Some of them get over it quicker. Your daughter's at that stage where, she's right in the middle of separation anxiety. And she may be judging people about the way she feels. Just saying, babies are very good judges of character sometimes. They've never failed me yet. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that was my last question. It is now 9:39, and I need to uh, go get me something to eat and take something for this. I'm stopped up. The weather dropped like about almost 30 degrees today. It was warm when I got up. By 3 or 4 o'clock, it had dropped down. We were in coats and shivering. So my allergies, needless to say, my allergies, and I'm stopped up, and it's just like I'm clogged up. So I need to take something, drink my tea for my so I can breathe again. So anyway, thank you all for joining me. If I did not answer your question, please leave me a message. Uh, I'm sorry, I was just reading uh, something that TikTok. They always adding things on here. Okay, so let me check. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining me and for sticking with me. Uh, Jandisa says, uh, being a nanny is probably the best job ever. I love it. But also being a nanny, you have to be prepared uh, for your exit strategy because your back and your knees, oh Jesus, I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to do it forever and ever and ever. And you need to have a retirement plan set in place. And that one's free too. So, anyway, I will talk to you all next week, same time, same place. And thank you all for following me on the 15th. What was that? Tuesday? Tuesday marked 1 year that I have been on TikTok. And I didn't expect all that I got from TikTok, but I am totally grateful for you all following me, for you all just making me feel right at home. And over on Instagram, I've been, Acidity has been on Instagram for about no, not even 2 years, not quite 2 years. But over the last 2 months, since December, I have seen my page grow for like 600 people, and uh, I, I'm just floored. And I appreciate you all. And Facebook, y'all been with me since the beginning. Yes, you've been with me since the beginning. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody, for following me, for participating, for the nannies coming on, and the doulas, and all my birth workers coming on and sharing your information with people, because that's why we do what we do. So we can educate, and so that you all can have the best life with your babies. That's my goal, is for you all to have the best life with your babies. And even if even in those witching hours that comes with the territory, get you through that too. So you all have a great night. I will see you all next week. I will be putting out that video about talking over the weekend, but I'm also putting up the video about the safety, about the stove safety, outsmarting the 1 year old. Basically, I'm going to put that up tomorrow, okay, around 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Well, not 10 a.m. She goes down from 10:30, somewhat time between 10:30 and 12:30. During her nap time is when I get most of my videos done. So somewhere around that time. And now my eyes watering, so I really gotta go because I think I got a hair in my eye. So um, I will talk to you all later. This is my last time saying goodbye, and I mean it this time. You all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Do something for yourself, and I'll see you all back here next week. Thank you.